Some people struggle the most when they need help the most. They manage everything alone. They solve problems quietly. They rarely reach out, even when overwhelmed. From the outside, it may look like independence, but psychology shows there is often a deeper pattern beneath this behavior. In cognitive psychology, asking for help requires a shift in thinking. The person must recognize a need, evaluate vulnerability, and decide that support is acceptable. Psychologists have found that this process can be disrupted by internal beliefs about self-reliance and control. For some individuals, the mind associates asking for help with weakness. This is not always conscious. It can come from long-held assumptions formed through experience. As a result, the brain prioritizes solving problems independently, even when it increases stress. Behavioral psychology explains how this pattern develops over time. When someone repeatedly manages challenges alone, that behavior becomes reinforced. Each successful outcome without support strengthens the belief that help is unnecessary. Over time, independence becomes a default response, even in situations where collaboration would be more effective. At the same time, avoiding help can reduce short-term discomfort. Reaching out requires vulnerability. It may involve explaining a problem, risking judgment, or losing control of the situation. Research shows that people often avoid behaviors that feel emotionally uncomfortable, even if those behaviors are beneficial in the long term. Social psychology adds another layer. Human behavior is strongly influenced by perceived social evaluation. Some individuals are highly sensitive to how others might perceive them. They may avoid asking for help to maintain an image of capability or strength. This is especially common in environments where competence is highly valued. There is also the role of attachment and early learning. Psychologists have found that early experiences with caregivers and support systems can shape later help-seeking behavior. If support was inconsistent or conditional, a person may learn to rely primarily on themselves. But this pattern is not fixed. When safe and supportive environments are present, people can gradually become more comfortable seeking assistance. The brain adapts when new experiences show that help does not lead to judgment or loss of respect. Not asking for help is often not about pride alone. It is about learned behavior, emotional protection, and cognitive habits that prioritize independence over vulnerability. Understanding this shifts the interpretation. What may look like distance or self-sufficiency can sometimes reflect internal effort to stay in control. When someone does not ask for help, it is not always because they do not need it. It may be because asking feels more difficult than carrying the weight, and with awareness, it becomes easier to see strength and struggle at the same time. Do you find it easier to ask for help, or do you tend to solve things on your own first? Comment down below. Subscribe to learn more about understanding people better, including yourself.